You live your purpose through how you treat people, how you give, how you show up, how you support, and how you uplift. Hello there, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning into Mentium, the podcast that takes you on a journey to unlock the full potential of your mind. My name is Majama. I will be your host and your guide on this adventure into the fascinating realm of mindset, mental fitness, and personal growth. Get ready to unleash the power of your mind with Mentium. Today, we're exploring something that shapes everything: the way we love, lead, decide, grow, and show up into the world. This is episode 4 of The Connected Self. And before we go deeper, I want to briefly remind you where this journey began. In episode 1, we talked about clarity, what it means to truly understand yourself beneath the noise, the roles you play, and the expectations of others. We explore the idea that self-connection starts with awareness, being honest with who you are, what you value, and how you want to live. Because without clarity, connection becomes confusion. Without clarity, you drift. Without clarity, you become disconnected from yourself. But once you gain clarity, once you begin to see yourself clearly, the next natural step is purpose. Purpose is what takes that clarity and gives it direction. You can think of it this way: clarity reveals who you are. Purpose reveals why you are. And that's where today's episode comes in. We are diving into connection with purpose, how purpose transforms your relationship with yourself, with others, and with the world. Before we dive deeper, let's take a moment to settle into the present. Wherever you are, if it is safe to do so, take a slow, gentle breath in. Let it out slowly. Allow your shoulders to drop. Unclench your jaw. Soften your hands. Soften your hands. Let your body know that right now you are safe. You are present. You are here. Take another breath. Not rush, not force, just intentional. Bring your awareness inward, away from the noise of the day, away from the expectations of others, away from the pressure to perform. Place one hand over your chest if you can, and feel your heartbeat. Feel the quiet strength in that rhythm. Feel the reminder that you are alive and your life has meaning, that your existence matters. Now release the pressure to have everything figured out. Release the idea that purpose must be loud, dramatic, or perfect. Tell yourself quietly, my purpose is already within me. I just need to listen. Now take one final deep breath in. Exhale gently. And when you are ready, return to this moment. Grounded, open, and centered. Now, let's explore purpose together. Purpose is one of the most misunderstood concepts in personal growth. We talk about finding purpose as if it's buried somewhere far away, something we must chase or discover through luck. But purpose is not found. It is cultivated. It grows through your awareness, your values, your curiosity, and your lived experiences. This is what Viktor Frankl meant when he wrote in his book, Man's Search for Meaning, that life is never unbearable because of circumstances. It is only unbearable because of lack of meaning. Meaning makes pain bearable, makes challenges purposeful. Meaning gives your effort direction. Think about a moment in your life when things were difficult but meaningful. Starting something new, supporting someone you love, building something from scratch, raising a child, healing from a setback, growing into who you needed to become. The work was heavy, but the meaning carried you. Purpose does that. It fuels resilience. It gives clarity to your choices. It gives depth to your relationships. Purpose connects you to your identity, not who the world wants you to be, but who you really are. So ask yourself, what activities make me feel alive? What values guide my decisions? What would I still care about if no one else was watching? Because when your why and your actions align, you feel centered, you feel aligned, you feel like you were living from the inside out instead of the outside in. Here is the deeper truth. Purpose is always never about you alone. Purpose is tied to service. Cheikh Ahmadou Bamba taught that purpose is fulfilled through service to humanity and devotion to the divine, through intentional actions, not recognition. This is powerful because it means you don't need a title, a platform, or a stage to live your purpose. You live your purpose through how you treat people, how you give, how you show up, how you support, and how you uplift. Think about someone who impacted your life: a mentor, a friend, a teacher, a parent, a stranger who showed kindness at the right moment. Their purpose was not in being extraordinary, it was in being present. Purpose as a service means your talents become tools, your gifts become offerings, your struggles become wisdom, and your story becomes guidance. This is why purpose is so deeply spiritual. It connects you to something larger than your individuality. It aligns you with contribution, compassion, and responsibility. Purpose rooted in service brings a fulfillment that achievement alone can never bring. Now think of this. Clarity answers, what direction am I going? Purpose answers, why does this direction matter? But impact answers, who becomes better because I showed up? When you combine clarity and purpose, your entire life begins to shift. Your boundaries grow healthier. Your decisions become intentional. Your relationships deepen. And your confidence will grow. Not because you know everything, but because you are aligned with what matters. This is what the connected self is all about. Not just inner awareness, but inner alignment. Here is what happens when you operate from purpose. You stop trying to do everything and you start doing the few things that truly matters. You stop reacting to life and you start directing your life. You stop chasing validation and you start seeking impact. Impact doesn't always look big on the outside, but on the inside, it's life-changing. Purpose plus clarity equals impact, and impact is what builds a meaningful life. As we close today, take one more slow breath. You don't have to wait for a big moment to live purposefully. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need certainty. Purpose is lived in small choices, in the people you help, in the love you give, in the actions you take, and in the values you practice. So start small, serve where you are, lead with intention. Let your presence be your contribution. And remember, purpose is not something you chase. It is something you radiate. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of the Connected Self series. If this message touched you, share it with someone who may need the reminder today. Until next time, stay connected, stay grounded, and stay aligned with your purpose. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. I am Majama, and this is Mentium. Peace.